and welcome to the 15th edition of Standards Watch, your trusted weekly update from the Bureau of Indian Standards. I'm Kanika Kalia, your host for this edition, to take you through the stories and updates that shape the quality and safety of products, services, and systems we depend on. In this show, I will take you through the importance of standards and their implementation through quality control orders, which are driving India towards a quality conscious nation. The implementation of QCOs elevates the quality of domestically manufactured products, prevents the import of substandard products into India, and ensures consumer safety. In the end, our special segment, Consumer Connect, will be talking about the introduction of query module in the BIS Care App that facilitates users to raise various types of queries with BIS. So watch till the end. So let's begin with the week's top stories. Number of products under certification witnessed significant uptick. Quality control orders emerge as a potent tool to strengthen the quality ecosystem. Government forms an Inter-Ministerial Committee to examine the desirability of a QCO. Now, after this quick glance, let's delve deep into these headlines. Number of products under BIS certification increases to 1,387, of which 569 are related to Indian standards under compulsory certification. The central government is empowered to issue the QCOs under Section 16 of the BIS Act to mandate compulsory compliance with Indian standards for the products, processes, systems or services with the twin objective of ensuring quality in the domestic arena and eliminating the inflow of substandard items from other countries. The number of QCOs, which stood at 29 in 2018-19, covering 214 products, has increased to 190, covering 773 products. If the standards referred to in the standards under QCO are taken into account, a total of 4,718 Indian standards have come within the ambit of compulsory certification. Government has set up an Inter-Ministerial Committee with the Additional Secretary, Department of Economic Affairs as the chairperson and representatives of Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Consumer Affairs and Bureau of Indian Standards as members. The committee is mandated to examine if due diligence has been exercised in terms of studying the impact on the entire value chain of the industry while proposing a quality control order. Up next, we bring you other noteworthy developments from the field of standardization and quality. Let's move towards to quick updates.
BIS issues 32 All India First licenses in the first quarter of the year 2025-26. BIS team visits Jodhpur for an on-the-spot study of the challenges faced by the manufacturers of the stainless steel utensils. The Jammu and Kashmir branch office of BIS is ready to install an aesthetically designed Manak's thumb at the branch office and at Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute, NIT Jalandhar. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami met a high-level delegation of the Dehradun branch office of BIS on 3rd July 2025. The delegation, which included representatives from the education sector, industry and consumer organizations, discussed various aspects of standardization. The Ahmedabad branch office of BIS organized a training program for the officials of Gandhinagar Municipal Corporation to include standardization and maintain quality for public amenities like roads, sewage, drinking water pipeline, among others, to ensure public welfare. Also, the Ahmedabad branch office of BIS organized a 2-day training program on 8th and 9th July 2025 for the civil engineering officers of the Road and Building Department, Government of Gujarat. A state-level training program for electrical engineers was organized in Bhubaneswar on 30th June 2025. The program was designed for the engineers of Public Works Department to enhance their technical expertise in the emerging areas of electrical engineering. The Noida branch office of BIS organized an industry meet for non-licensee stakeholders in Aligarh district on 4th July 2025. The meeting was held under the chairmanship of Shri Sanjeev Ranjan, IAS District Magistrate of Aligarh, and was attended by senior district officials. BIS, in collaboration with the Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of West Bengal, organized a sensitization program for officials and consumers of South Dinajpur district on 4th July 2025. The program was graced by Shri Biplab Mitra, Honorable Minister of Consumer Affairs Department, District Magistrate of Dakshin Dinajpur, and Ms. Rumila De, Special Secretary of the Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of West Bengal. The Arthunkal Police Station of Kerala has become the first police station in India to receive ISO 9001 Quality Management System certification, awarded by the Southern Regional Office of BIS on 24th June 2025. The Transport Engineering Department of BIS organized a webinar on 8th July 2025 on the topic Standards on Green Hydrogen Value Chain. More than 100 delegates representing academic institutions and industries participated in the event. The Chandigarh branch office of BIS organized a training program for the newly appointed Provincial Civil Service Officers of Punjab on 8th July 2025 on the importance of standardization. As part of Jaipur branch office's endeavour to strengthen the Standards Club activity, the regional office of the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti has again directed all Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas to hold Standards Club activities as per given schedule.
Now it's time for a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the electrical section of the Western Regional Laboratory of BIS in Mumbai, a state-of-the-art testing facility dedicated to ensuring the safety, quality and performance of electrical appliances, switches, sockets, cables and electric toys. At BIS, we conduct rigorous tests to ensure that the products you use daily are safe and reliable. For switches, we perform the making and breaking test and a normal operation test, operating them 40,000 times under load to ensure long-term durability. Sockets undergo 10,000 operations to confirm consistent performance. The flexing test checks the strength of the cord anchorage, while the impact test ensures materials can withstand sudden shocks. Plugs are tested for durability in a tumbling barrel test, where they are dropped 1,000 times in a rotating drum. We also perform pull and rotation tests to verify secure cable to terminal connections. For cables, we use advanced equipment like profile projector with image processing to measure insulation thickness, capturing 10,000 data points in 10 seconds. Tensile testing machines accesses the strength and flexibility of conductors and insulation, while a high voltage test, 6,000 volts for 5 minutes and 1,200 DC for 10 days, confirms insulation strength. We also conduct thermal stability, aging tests and conductor resistance measurements to ensure reliability. For electrical toys, temperature rise test ensures that kids are safe from the thermal injuries, while drop tests verify its structural integrity. Appliances like food mixers, electric irons are tested for power consumption and performance under abnormal conditions. Electric irons undergo safety tests, repeated flexing and drop tests to ensure they remain dependable. With cutting-edge infrastructure and meticulous testing, BIS ensures every electrical product meets the highest standards of safety and quality, giving you peace of mind in your home and office.
Welcome back. Let's understand how QCOs are shaping India's quality ecosystem and how BIS is making this happen.
The first QCO was notified in the year 1978 for mild steel tubes, realizing its role and efficacy in the growth of the economy by ensuring the production of globally competitive products and services and securing them against import of poor quality products and services. Central government ministries and departments have significantly expanded the ambit of QCOs. A QCO makes the license from BIS mandatory for the manufacturing, sale or import of the product covered under the QCO. As we have already seen, the number of QCOs was 29 in 2019, covering 214 products, and post 2019, there was a phenomenal jump in products under QCO, bringing the number to 190, covering 773 products. The process for notifying a quality control order includes various stages. A detailed study done by the ministry or department in respect of domestic production, supply chain, challenges faced by small and micro units, volume of import and availability of the test facilities, etc. This is followed by a stakeholder consultation, which is then moved to BIS. A draft QCO is then published on the WTO website for comments. Further, the resolution of the comments received is undertaken, which is followed by the final decision on the minimum time required for enforcing the respective QCO. Now, let's see the role of BIS in notifying a quality control order. To notify a particular QCO, BIS first ensures that the standards are updated, then verifies the availability of the test facilities, and conducts sensitization and capacity building programs, sets the terms and conditions and fees for the issue of license, and then the final factory and market surveillance is carried out. The impact of QCOs can be seen in the number of domestic manufacturers having BIS license and the decrease in the failure rate of the factory and market samples. Let's understand it through the comparative analysis. As can be seen at the time of implementation of QCO, there were only 118 footwear licenses issued. This number has increased in a very short span to 1,622. Similar is the case with other products. Through its proactive initiatives, BIS reaffirms its commitment to eliminating substandard or non-compliant products from the market. Here is the analysis of this commitment. This table shows that there has been a decline in the failure rate of samples after issuance of certification by BIS. The impact of QCOs can be seen in terms of external trade too, in respect of toys. According to an IIM Lucknow study, the implementation of toys quality control order contributed to a 52% drop in imports, a 239% rise in exports, and a doubling of manufacturing units between financial year 2014-15 and financial year 2022-23. So, BIS is driving safety and trust through implementation of QCOs.
But for any regulatory regime to succeed, it must strike the right balance between enforcement and the ease of doing business. BIS is walking that fine line by streamlining licensing, supporting MSMEs, industry connect initiatives, embracing digital innovation, and other facets. Let's now take a closer look.
To ensure the implementation of quality control orders, BIS has taken several steps to ensure industry friendliness and ease of business for various stakeholders. Let's look at some of them. Around 83% of products under Scheme 1 are now covered under the simplified procedure of grant of licenses, which ensures that the license is granted within a month time frame. Products under the normal procedure with a 3-month time frame are periodically reviewed to see if a product can be shifted to the simplified procedure. For products under Scheme 2, commonly known as Compulsory Registration Scheme, which covers electronic and renewable energy products, factory inspection is not required for the grant of license. The entire process of grant of license is automated, making it transparent, efficient, and user-friendly. Concession in the minimum marking fee for micro, small and medium enterprises women entrepreneurs and startups. Manak Samvad, a sensitization program for the new license holders, organized by the branch office within 30 to 60 days of the grant of license. Product-specific capsule courses which are free for the quality control personnel of micro and small industries. App-based factory and market surveillance with a risk-based approach. Laboratory Information Management System for testing of samples. Initiative of Manak Manthan at the branch office to uprise the industry for the draft and new standards and to get their feedback. BIS has been able to foster a spirit of partnership with stakeholders through these steps. However, the BIS Act provides for effective action in cases of non-compliance with the terms and conditions of the license or violation of the provisions of the Act. For non-compliance, BIS Act protects the interest of consumers. The manufacturer can be directed to repair, replace or reprocess the non-compliant products or even to compensate the consumer. Also, the power to recall substandard product from market is available. The license is also liable for action like suspension, deferment or even cancellation. If the BIS quality mark is used without a valid license, prosecution can be initiated, which can lead to a fine up to 10 times the value of product or 2 years of imprisonment or both. In place of prosecution, option to request compounding is also available with a fine of 5 times the value of the product found in violation. With this, BIS is ensuring that the interest of consumers is safeguarded while helping industries to move towards a better compliance culture, empowering consumers and ensuring quality compliance.
And now it's a time for the special segment, Consumer Connect. This segment today brings you the introduction of query module and how BIS Care App has become more user-friendly. Let's have a look at this together.
नमस्कार, मैं नीतीश कुमार वर्मा आज आपको BIS केयर ऐप के बारे में बताऊंगा। जैसे आप सबको पता होगा, BIS केयर ऐप जो BIS ने लॉन्च किया था सन 2014 में, आज उसके 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा यूज़र्स हो चुके हैं और साथ ही साथ ये बहुत ही पॉपुलर हो चुका है आज हमारे कंज्यूमर्स के बीच। BIS एक नया हथियार ला रहा है BIS केयर ऐप में, जिसके माध्यम से हमारे जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं वो BIS से इंफॉर्मेशन प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ न्यू क्वेरी मॉड्यूल जो BIS ने हाल ही में लॉन्च किया है। इस क्वेरी मॉड्यूल के माध्यम से आप BIS से किसी भी तरह की जानकारी प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, चाहे हमारे स्टेक होल्डर्स में मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हों या लेबोरेटरीज़ हों, इंडस्ट्री प्रोफेशनल हो या आम जनता हो। अगर BIS से रिलेटेड कोई भी जानकारी उनको प्राप्त करनी है तो ये क्वेरी मॉड्यूल वो यूज़ कर सकते हैं। इसको यूज़ करने के स्टेप्स बताता हूँ, बहुत ही सरल और सिंपल है। सबसे पहले अगर आपके पास BIS केयर ऐप है तो उसको अपडेट करें और क्वेरीज एंड कंप्लेंट्स टाइल पे क्लिक करें। इस पे क्लिक करने पर आपको अंदर एक ऑप्शन मिलेगा जहां पर लिखा होगा हैव अ क्वेरी, उस पर क्लिक करें। क्लिक करने पर आपको कुछ कैटेगरीज मिलेंगी जहां पर आप अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट पर क्वेरी रेज कर सकते हैं। तो आप अपनी क्वेरी से रिलेटेड अपने सब्जेक्ट को सिलेक्ट कीजिए और कुछ फर्स्ट हैंड इंफॉर्मेशन आपको उस सेक्शन में मिलेगी। अगर आपको लगता है आपकी जो जानकारी आपको चाहिए अगर वो उस फर्स्ट हैंड इंफॉर्मेशन से मिल जाती है तो आपको कोई क्वेरी रेज करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। अन्यथा आप रेज क्वेरी बटन पे क्लिक करेंगे तो आप रेज क्वेरी फॉर्म ओपन होगा। एक सिंपल लॉगिन के माध्यम से आप रेज क्वेरी फॉर्म को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। वहां पर अपने क्वेरी का सब्जेक्ट और डिस्क्रिप्शन देकर आप क्वेरी को सबमिट कर सकते हैं। सबमिट होने पर आपको एक क्वेरी रेफरेंस नंबर मिलेगा जिसके तहत आप क्वेरी को ट्रैक कर सकते हैं। हमारा सिस्टम ऐसा बनाया गया है कि क्वेरी सबमिट होने पर वो कंसर्न नोडल डिपार्टमेंट के पास पहुंच जाती है, जिसके तहत वो आपकी क्वेरी को देख सकते हैं और अपने ऑफिसर्स को फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं। साथ ही साथ आपको SMS और ईमेल के माध्यम से आपको नोटिफिकेशंस प्राप्त होते रहेंगे। अगर आपकी क्वेरी से रिलेटेड कोई अन्य जानकारी चाहिए होगी तो BIS आपके क्वेरी पर एडिशनल इन्फो के माध्यम से और जानकारी ले सकता है। तो इस नए मॉड्यूल से आप ये समझ सकते हैं कि आप BIS से कोई भी जानकारी आसान तरीके से प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। ये आपको और सशक्त बनाता है। धन्यवाद।
Before we wrap up, don't forget you can download the BIS Care app, and if you'd like to know more or need any assistance, email at standardswatch@bis.gov.in. That's all for this week's edition of Standards Watch. We'll be back next week with more updates, insightful stories, and conversations from the world of standards. Until then, stay safe, stay informed, and goodbye.